Hi, my name is Nadine of Nadine's Bead Alchemy. This is my first video for this channel, and I want to welcome you and I want to thank you for watching. I'm here to introduce myself and my jewelry channel. Basically, I've been a jewelry creator for over 15 years. I was first introduced to bead weaving when I went to go visit my family for the first time on the reservation. I was taken from the reservation when I was 8 months old and raised with a family in California and Los Angeles. So, all that being said, when I went to go meet my birth family, one of the highlights of that first visit was when I saw my Uncle Sanford's beautiful work, and I was very intrigued and drawn to it. And over the next few years I eventually sought out how to do peyote stitch, and from there I spent a few years just beading ugly, wonky, lumpy peyote stitch strips, and that was hard to say, peyote stitch strips, and that's what I did. I didn't know how to finish anything. I tried, it fell apart because I didn't know how to do it right, and but I did that for a long time. It was a meditative practice for me. It was a creative outlet. And little did I know that while I was doing that, I was perfecting technique and learning about the different types of seed beads and what works, because I've found, one type of seed bead may not necessarily work for a project because they are not all created equal. And so, and I've learned about color and all kinds of things. I learned about all of that during that time, although I didn't know at the time that that's what I was doing. It was kind of like my wax on, wax off time, like in the Karate Kid, when he was doing those things and didn't realize he was learning technique. That was my wax on, wax off time. So later on, I got laid off from a job and I sold my first piece. Like, I had just learned how to actually finish a piece so that it's sturdy and it's done correctly, and I learned about all the finishing stuff, and I posted it just to share what I had done on Facebook, and it got bought right away. And then other people wanted something, and then it just turned into what I was doing full time, and it got us through a very lean time. And then I got another position. I continued to make jewelry, and I've continued to make jewelry over the years, and I've continued to learn, because there's always something to learn. And I started with One Bead at a Time Creations. That was the first jewelry page that I had on Facebook, and I did my sales from. And then I started Bead Alchemy, and that's what I've been working with since. My web page is Nadine's Bead Alchemy. I did have a web page called Bead Alchemy, but then I got busy with work and I wasn't really doing that much, and that page elapsed and somebody bought that name, that domain, so I had to do the Nadine's Bead Alchemy, which is fine. And so it's nadinesbeadalchemy.com. I create hand beaded stuff. Here's an example. This is one of my recent creations. I make my own patterns. I don't buy patterns. Like, you can buy a pattern online, and I'm not putting that down. I'm just saying my stuff is original to me. Now, you may see some similarities, because really, beading patterns, there's always going to be, there's only so much you can do, although it's limitless in what you can do as well. So you may see some things that look similar to something else, but I never copy other people, and I don't use other beading patterns. I create my own. And this piece here, it's like in a forest green and a bit of a rosy gold. It's got a little rose gold cast to it. It's not like a pure gold bead there. And it's got this clasp. This is a magnetic clasp, so it goes on very easily. And this one will be going up on the website soon. I look at this and I see, it was supposed to be like a native design, but when it was done, because of the color and the pattern, I thought, gosh, that kind of looks way more kind of Art Deco, I think. Anyway, that's a new one. So I do this type of work, not as much because it's so time consuming and I don't have a lot of time. This is really what I've been doing a lot of. I love these. They're bangles, and my next video will be about how to know if the bangle will fit in your hand. And to give you a little sneak peek, if you don't already know, mainly you just have to measure this part of your hand, and then the diameter of this should be, you know, at least this size. And these have a little give to them, so they don't have to be, like this one is probably, I'm going to think this is about a 4 inches. If I was to measure this bangle straight across, I bet you it would be 4 inches, which means that the diameter would be 8 inches. And I know that this around here is 8 inches on me. And I have average size hands, so I bet you yours would be right around the same size unless you have really small hands or really large hands. Yep, and it's about 4 inches. So that's why this slides right over perfectly. I don't have to work with it at all, but it also isn't going to fall off. So these are what I make. I have a ton of these, and I will have a ton because I just love making them. They're very simple to make, and they are they're what I make in the evening when I'm sitting with my husband and we're watching something and spending time together. I usually make them then. And I also do some strung work. I can show you some of that. Like here's a piece that I've made. And this is really pretty. I use high quality beads. I don't use plastic. Now there is one piece that I have that have resin beads. I don't usually use them, but they were so unique. And they look so cool. They're like ice. They look like blue ice. This is a Bodhi leaf necklace. And I don't know if I'm saying that right. I should have looked it up. But I like to use natural gems in my work. This is another piece that I've made. It's jasper and granite. And I gotta get the names of these. This is also on the website. So, and then I make fun little things like these earrings. They're little sugar skull. And it's purple Swarovski cubes here, and then another crystal cube in red. Those are really cute, especially for Halloween. Hello. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. I am all over the map as far as, like, here's an earring that I made. This is a native style earring, but it is not finished, and this camera is not really picking up the colors real well, but it's like an neon salmon color kind of, and a bright pink. And yeah, I haven't finished the other one. I have a habit of doing that. I'll start an earring, and then I'll finish the earring, and then I don't want to make the other earring because I don't like repeating my work. I'm telling you, I don't like doing it. I don't even like doing it for earrings. I'm like, okay, I made that, and now I got to make it again. Darn. All right, so that's me, and that's some of my work. If you want, please subscribe so we can hang out together again, and you'll know when I post another video. I do plan to do some tutorials. I think that there are people out there that would like to learn how to do some of this. And I think that I would love to help anybody who wants to learn So those tutorials would be about several different things, you know, stringing, bead work, bead weaving. I don't loom, so I can't teach that. I do plan to learn because I think it's a style of native bead work that I should learn. As a native, I should learn how to loom. My personal style is to, you know, I use a needle and special thread and little tiny beads. That's actually a bigger little tiny bead than the ones I usually use. So, you know, the other things I do with the stringing, I like to use crystals. You know, I love sparkle. I love, you know, I love organic type stones. Like, that's why I like these. I like to combine the two. Like on here you can see there's like these hematite beads here, and they're they've got a little shine to them. They add a little sparkle, but then you've got these kind of, you know, rougher, more organic granite and marble. That's what these are, marble beads. And yeah, so I like natural stones, natural semi-precious gemstones, Swarovskis. Yeah, so that's pretty much all that I have to say. I think I said that already, but I tend to do that. I tend to say goodbye and then I say goodbye again because I think of things to say. So thanks for listening so far. I hope to see you again. Please subscribe if you want to see other content that I upload. I'm going to try and get on a regular upload schedule. However, that's a little bit challenging right now. I am caring for my daughter here and there. She's recovering from a bad car accident. She's got a lot more freedom now. She's doing very well. And but you know, lots is going on. Thank you for listening and see you soon. Bye-bye.